Volleyball tournament. Brandy Taylor, Patience Jenkins here for SBI Media to bring you more Lady Braves volleyball here from the 4A West Regional Tournament. Lady Braves with the win this morning in the opening round in what we thought would be a fairly quick match. Turned out to be a slow, painful,
churning.
Churning.
Just slow-moving wheels.
It
the
really
whole time.
was. You know, it was kind of a, what do we call it? A Morgan muffle.
A Morgan muffle, which, if you don't know, is defined by people who have a hard time waking up in the morning and getting going.
I
which
myself
kind of fit.
And a Morgan muffle.
Yes, you are probably one of the biggest Morgan muffles I have ever met.
Not afraid to admit it.
Lady Braves a little slow, but came back. Talked to a few of the girls. They said, you know, they're glad they got that out of their system and they're ready to play in this second match of the evening for our Lady Braves. They will be playing Kelly Walsh.
Yeah, taking on the Trojans, who did not have as tough of a go in their match this morning that followed the Lady Braves. So Lady Braves winning in 4 over the Rock Springs Tigers. They did drop that first set 18-25 and then bounce back to win the next 3, 25-23, 25-22, and 25-13. Kelly Walsh taking care of business quickly, easily in the second round over the Green River Wolves, the hosts. You know, and Green River came out strong.
They didn't back down for quite a while,
no,
and then they kind of just rolled over.
Right.
You know, they fought, and then they just were like, nope, not going to happen.
Yeah, Kelly Walsh just too much there, and they did have school today, and rocking and rolling.
Quite the But
he was into it.
Yeah, those scores were 22-19, 25, 25-19, 25-22, 25-16. And Kelly Walsh, of course, coming out on top and advancing. So now they will play our Star Valley Lady Braves, which was actually set to begin at 4 o'clock. We're a little behind schedule.
Here we are, hour and a half later. Which that match this morning with the Lady Braves, it was a slow-moving match, back and forth. And then a couple other ones, Riverton and Jackson went 5 sets. Riverton coming out on top with that one. And then here just recently, Cody making quick work of Evanston and winning that in 3. So we have the number 1 seed from the Southwest, Star Valley, taking on the number 2 seed from the Northwest, Kelly Walsh. And then in following this match, the other semifinal will be the Riverton Wolverines will take on the Cody Bronx in the other semifinal. So winners of these 2 semifinals will play in the championship match tomorrow, and both will advance to the state tournament. Losers will drop down to the consolation bracket and play for survival tomorrow afternoon, I believe.
Which is a hard spot to be in.
Yep, that do or die, you know, win or go home. But, you know, everybody's got to take their turn in that situation sometimes. So, with a win tonight, Lady Braves qualify for the state tournament next weekend in Casper. With a loss, they will move down and play, I think, 1:30 tomorrow, if I remember right.
It is correct, and they will play the winner of Riverton and Evanston if we end up losing, knock on wood.
Who plays tomorrow in the morning, or tomorrow morning. So we are ready for starting lineups. Lady Braves versus Lady Trojans. Braves did drop in Casper a few weeks ago, swept in 3. This team.
They absolutely can, and that's what they said. You know, we could have played. We don't know what happened. Just kind of a weird thing, but they are anxious to get this second shot at Kelly Walsh, and hopefully we come out victorious this time.
Yeah, that's what you want to hear, right? Is they're anxious to have another shot at them. And, you know, Kelly Walsh traditionally is a very, very strong volleyball program. Jeff Barkell been there for as long as I can remember. We've got starting lineups for Kelly Walsh.
Number 1, Jordan Kroger. Number 2, Gia Ireland. Number 3, McKenna Lorenzen.
Libero for Kelly Walsh.
Number 4, Alex Zeman.
5'4" junior.
Number 9, Noah Hodgen.
5'7" sophomore.
Number 12, sophomore, Brecken Fagot.
She's a 5'10" sophomore.
And another 5'10" to even out their roster is Kendall Allaire, the junior for the Kelly Walsh Trojans.
She had a good match this morning.
Yeah, Kelly Walsh looked pretty good.
They did.
And I was also impressed with Gia Ireland, the freshman.
Freshman setter.
Set and did a little bit of hitting, did a little bit of everything. But
for a freshman, she is a nice player.
Yeah, well-rounded. And now for our Star Valley Lady Braves. Number 1, senior outside hitter, Kenley Engelhart.
Kenley needs a big game tonight.
She does. And she sets the tone, we've said before.
Yep.
Also starting number 4, Taya Johnson, a senior for the Lady Braves, a DS. Number 6, a junior middle blocker, Shayla Frazier, who had a heck of a game.
Monster game this morning.
Number 11, Kaylee Leesburg, a senior and right side hitter. Number 12, outside hitter, junior, Atlee Button. Our libero, Delancey Broke, number 18, senior.
Also had another good match
She
this
did.
morning.
And number 30, Katie Dandridge, our setter. And then, of course, Mac Christensen, number 40, middle blocker. Yeah, I'm hoping Shayla Frazier picks up where she left off.
I mentioned that to her when she walked by me earlier, and she said, "Oh yeah, you bet, baby, I am ready to go
That's
again."
what I like to hear. And Kenley Engelhart has been a little bit under the weather. I know she's been having, she went and got tested for strep, missing my class. How dare she?
Right.
But she came back negative and just had something else going on. But hopefully she can fill up to bringing in her A game tonight.
Yeah, you know, we saw a T-shirt today. Do you remember what it said? Something about when your legs and your body can't do anymore, your heart can finish the job, or
you know,
something like
and
that.
I love like stuff like that. That gives me the goosers.
Yeah. I thought that was great because in these tournament games, you
so
know,
much heart.
You got to have it, right? You get fatigued. You play a lot of volleyball. There's a lot of emotion going on. And, yeah, you got to rely on that heart sometimes to get you through those tough situations. And we know the Lady Braves have a lot of heart, and we expect them to bring it tonight. They're staying in their huddle there a little extra longer, you know, with a little pep talk there, I think, from Mac about having some faith, right? Let's do this together.
And believe, and let's do this as a team.
Yeah.
And Delancey, they checked our lineup, says it looks good. Delancey Broke steps on, and Michaela Christensen will have a seat.
We've got some thunder going on. Officials are dancing. And we've got McKenna Lorenzen back to serve the libero for Kelly Walsh to start us off. And we are ready to roll.
And Kelly Walsh has three 5'10" players, so some good size.
Lorenzen with the serve. Short serve, and she starts with an ace right at Atlee Button. That's a nice serve. She'll go back to serve again. Trojans take the first point. Jump serve at Button again. Here's a nice pass, though. Out to Engelhart. She gets a hold of it, but it's dug nicely by the Trojans. Middle to, dug by Dandridge, or Johnson, but back over to the Trojans. Oh, Engelhart tries to turn that back in. And the Trojans turn things quickly on offense. They're going to be hard to keep up with here till I get some names figured out.
That was a good swing by Gia Ireland on the right side.
Lorenzen serves again. Johnson with a good pass. Back set to Frazier. Left-handed tip. Nice dig. Here's Engelhardt. Pushes it deep. Lorenzen's all over it. Outside. Pow.
Oh, and
big
she
swing.
hammers. That's number 1.
Kroger.
Jordan Kroger.
So we've got number 9 setting for the Trojans right now. Noah Hodgen. I do believe they run a 6-2 also, just like we saw this morning. Lady Braves keep it alive and free ball it over. Lorenzen up to Hodgen. She goes that quick middle. They liked that earlier this morning. We watched them use that one. Oh, that just about dropped in as Frazier goes for the deep corner. Had some top spin on it, but just not quite enough. Closer than I thought it was going to be. Trojans quickly up 4-0 here with Lorenzen to serve again. Johnson with the pass. Out to Engelhardt. She gets the kill to the middle back. Kenley with a nice swing. Nice play by the Lady Braves to get the side out.
And now we're in row 1 as Katie Dandridge rotates back to serve for the Lady Braves.
Jump serve by Dandridge. Nice pass. Hodgen's going to go quick in the middle to Allaire. Dug by Brogue. Sent over by Engelhardt. Outside to Kroger. She's blocked. And there's a stuff block by Leesburg. Kaylee up on over the net. That's a good start for the ladies' defense. Brogue with a nice dig and Leesburg with a block.
And that ball was coming hard, and Delancey was all over it.
Here's a nice pat to Kroger again. Lady Arms kind of spun. Back to serve for the Trojans is Ireland. Overpass. Engelhardt tries to keep it alive. Lady Braves on the run towards the bench, and everybody gets stopped in time but can't save it. So Kenley with the overpass, and she pays for it.
Kroger with a kill.
Kenley might want to keep that ball on her side so she doesn't have to try to dig another one of those lunch balls. Ireland with the serve again. Engelhardt, Dandridge, middle to Frazier, left-handed tip. Quick in the middle to Allaire again. Braves play it up. Frazier swings. She gets it through the block somehow.
I was worried on that one. I'm not going to lie, but she did. It kind of rolled off of the block and onto the Kelly Walsh court. Unable to pick it up.
Nice high reach there by Frazier. Lorenzen up to Ireland. Quick in the middle to Allaire. They will go to her a lot on that 3 set to the middle hitter.
And we saw it, and it does come quick, and it's a pretty play.
It is. They use it a lot, and they're successful with it. I do like that the Lady Braves have the block there. Just the timing on it is a little off right now. Back set to Leesburg. Roll shot. Nice shot by Kaylee.
A smart shot as she saw there was a huge hole in the middle. Shayla Frazier's going to have a seat. Delancey Brogue rotates back to serve.
4-7. Braves trail by 3 here in set 1. Brogue with the jump serve. Deep serve. Lorenzen's got to send it out. Big swing. Dug by Engelhardt. Middle to Christensen. She hits that one in the net. Mac a little far off the net. Got to reach a little higher when you're that far away. Get that ball high on that contact.
And Fagot will check in for the Trojans. And 21, Kiara Lucero is back to serve.
Nice pass by Engelhardt this time. Back set to Leesburg. She tips and gets another kill. Kaylee tools it through the block that time. She's off to a great start on that right side.
Smart shots early on.
Yeah, not so much power, just finding holes on the defense.
Taya Johnson to serve.
Passed up. Ireland's going to go outside this time. Sharp angle. That's out of bounds by number 15, Lillian Hudson. Boy, she just about found it.
Yeah,
and
she was cutting that one hard.
Yeah, she's a freshman, too, on the outside. So Lady Braves close it to within 2, 6-8. Overpass. Christensen and Dandridge. They do get the kill. I think Mac outreached her on that.
I'm going to give Mac that stat.
She does outreach her. on
Just
that
a little.
one. Johnson with the serve. Ireland will jump set. Out two. There's the Hudson, the freshman on the outside. Because it was tight. If you're there on that tight one, that's a good stuff block opportunity.
And Kelly Walsh runs a way faster offense than what we saw
You
earlier
bet.
today.
Yeah.
Really much faster.
Here's Hudson with the serve. Or sorry, not Hudson. That's Hodgen. Christensen with the tip. Ireland goes out to Hudson. Nice dig by Brogue. Out to Button. Two-handed push. Dug up by the Trojans. Hudson will swing. Brogue's there again. Down the line. And keep it in play. So 10-7. Lady Braves trail by 3 as Brogue has to chase the ball down into the bleachers.
Yeah. Well, Lady Braves playing a lot of defense early on
Too
in
much
this
defense if you're going to stay in this game right now. So Hodgen to serve. Brogue nails the pass again. Tip ball. Ooh, just about got it. Trojans react, and there's down the line again right at Johnson. Taya better take a step back or get ready for that one, because I'll bet you it's coming again. Here's Hodgen to serve again, 11-7. Engelhardt with a good pass. Christensen, there's the angle.
There we go.
She turned that at the last second and went left side as she approached towards the right side and threw off the Trojan defense. Nice swing by Mack and a nice pass and set, right?
It really was. That was nice and clean. Atlee Button will rotate back to serve, and Kelly Engelhardt rotates to the front row.
Button with a short serve, overpass.
Oh.
Wisely lets it go, does
I wish I
Brogue.
could have heard some girls say, hey, that's out. But
I think the bench was.
Yes, but Delancey did put her foot right on the line, which as a coach, that's what you've taught your girls to do a billion times, so good job, Delancey.
Stop at the line, right? We've got a little stop at the table here, but they say play on. Hodgen's going to go out to Ireland. She tries to roll shot.
Dies on her hand and doesn't make it over.
Little freshman mistake there. Little inexperience. And Lady Braves are within one. 10-11 here in set 1. Semi-final round. Hodgen's going to back set this time to Hudson. She's blocked. Oh, they're going to call McKinley in the net on that. She doesn't agree with it, but the official right there on it saw something. And the Trojans side out. 12-10.
She said her arm came down on the net.
15. There's a serve into the net.
I guess that means the ball doesn't lie.
Hudson.
Yep. All right, so Mack will rotate back to serve. Shayla checks in. Delancey has a seat for a second, grabs a quick drink.
11-12. Christensen to serve. Nice pass by Lorenzen. Tipped ball. Johnson will bump set. Engelhardt swings hard.
Is blocked.
Right into the big block. She's got to be smarter than that and get around that thing.
And Ireland jumps really well, and she was there waiting for that ball.
Yeah, as well as
number 13,
the 5'10". Allaire up there. Lorenzen to serve. Button with a shank ball. Dandridge tries to save it, but sends it into the bleachers. That's an ace. Lorenzen, she started out the game picking on Atlee Button a little bit here, and the Lady Braves are going to adjust their serve receive and back her up and hide her. And see if Johnson and Engelhardt can pass this ball. Engelhardt does very well. Quick ball to Frazier. She's blocked. Standing swing by Engelhardt. Middle, there's that quick middle to
Allaire.
Allaire again. And she's having success on that. They do like that play. They've already ran it 4 or 5 times now.
Well, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, it works. Lorenzen serves into the net, so Lady Braves side out, 12-15.
Katie Leesburg checks in. Taya has the seat. Katie goes back to serve. I feel like our Lady Braves are still fairly quiet.
I agree.
Like I'm like, where's the energy? This game matters. Let's go.
This is a big one. Back set this time to Ireland. Down the line.
Hammers.
Hello. Brogue does get a hold of it, but not enough time to react and keep it in play. That is a nice swing by the freshman. 16-12, and Ireland will go back to serve. Lady Braves hanging with the Trojans. There's a serving error again by the Trojans.
And we'll take it. Lady Braves need to capitalize on the unforced errors of the Trojans.
Yeah, absolutely, as many of those as possible.
Yes, take them and run. Kenley Engelhardt to serve.
Good serve by Engelhardt. Out of system for the Trojans. There's a hitting error into the net. That's a new face, Tristan Buss, a 5'8" junior. Have not seen her in the game yet. Or at least she has not been set. Engelhardt serves again. Lorenzen nails this one. Ireland jump sets to Allaire. Frazier came down awkwardly.
And rolled her ankle.
I think so. Yep, she's gimping just a little bit. She's going to try to walk it off.
Who got that kill? I was looking at the injury.
That was Allaire again on that quick set. And Lady Braves are there on that block, just not able to push it down on the Trojan side. Leesburg gets the kill.
That ball went up and the Trojans lost it. We've seen that happen a few times today.
Yeah.
It comes off the block so fast.
It goes straight up in the air and the blocker doesn't know where it is. Frazier comes out. She's going to walk on that ankle just a minute. Coach Brown's going to check on her. Lorenzen with a nice pass. Back set to Allaire. Nice dig by Dandridge.
Oh, my gosh.
Lady Braves, 3 of them there. Nobody takes the initiative. And Coach Brown lets them hear about that one a minute. Got to be aggressive in that situation, especially with everybody standing there.
Right. Well, it landed right in the middle of a perfect circle of them.
Yep, somebody's got to step up in that situation. Deep serve. Engelhardt shanks that one off out of bounds.
Ooh, and
nice
Katie
effort.
Leesburg about face plants into the bleachers.
And there's a 4-point lead, and Coach Brown wants a timeout as Lady Braves trail 19-15 right here. And I don't feel like Kelly Walsh is doing anything exceptional right now.
No, but I feel like we are scrambling. As I said this before, we're playing a little bit too much defense. I felt we've given them too many tips. I mean, let's make them play.
Yeah. And, you know, Leesburg's having some success on the right side over there, but right now she's about the only hitter for Star Valley that's consistently finding the floor on the Trojan side. And it does feel like Star Valley's playing a lot of defense. The block is somewhat in place and getting a piece of the ball, but either not getting a stuff block or at least slowing it down so the back row can play it up and keep it in play is something that the Lady Braves really need right now. Just a little more ball control. Looks like Frazier is walking okay there.
Did she?
As she goes to sit down. And yeah, coach is checking on her. And
they say we can tape that baby up if you want, which isn't a bad idea.
19-15, Button with the pass. Christensen gets the touch. Mack with the swing, gets the side out of the timeout, which is exactly what you want. A big aggressive swing right there.
Kaylee Leesburg will check out. Taya Johnson comes in. Mack and Kaylee both with 3 kills of this set only. That's our high.
Yeah. Johnson with the serve. That's a lollipop serve. I think she was maybe trying to go short, but too easy of a serve right there by Johnson is going to let the Trojans set it up and swing at it again. Like to see some tougher serving from the Lady Braves to get back in this match. They trail by 4 here in set 1 with Hodgen to serve. Brogue shanks it. That's what I mean by the tough serving. How many aces have the Trojans got already? And compared to the Lady Braves, tough serving will get you a lot of easy points. Hodgen to serve again. 5'7" sophomore. Johnson with the pass. Bump set. Here's a free ball from the Lady Braves. Trojans are going to run that attack. There's a tip. Johnson saves it. Lady Braves will free ball it over again. Lorenzen up to Hodgen. Quick in the middle. And Engelhardt plays that above her head. I think that might have gone out.
It did come off high. She was clear back towards almost the foul or the past the 3-point line.
Yeah, and playing that above her shoulders, I think that might have gone out. Nevertheless, Trojans, ooh, there's a missed serve, so they give it back. Lady Braves trail by 5, 22-17. Need a spurt of points here in a hurry to stay alive in set 1. There's a nice serve by Button. We talked about that. Oh, and they let that go. We felt like that might have been a lift on the Trojan setter. You know, it was a nice one-handed save, but I feel like it did rest in her hand a little too long. Coach Brown maybe puts a bug in the down official's ear on it too.
Maya Allred is going to check in for the Lady Braves.
Dandridge will go out to Engelhardt. Left hand saved by the Trojans. Ireland sends it over. And Engelhardt hits that out of bounds.
It was a good thought on a second hit. Yep. She just needs to make sure she's transitioned deep enough to keep that ball out in front.
And she didn't get a hold of it, right? Kind of came off her hand funny. So here is set point for the Trojans, 24-17. Johnson passes to Dandridge, pushes to Engelhardt. She is blocked. Nice save by Dandridge. Free ball out of bounds. Engelhardt sends out a free ball out of bounds.
So Lady Braves,
she's flustered.
Yeah, lose 17-25 in this first set at the regional tournament.
Few too many. I'm not sure what's.
I don't know. They have to go around. He's being super official. They, you know.
Yeah, can't just switch sides. Although I did see him let teams do that earlier. I don't know. Maybe it's the semifinals, so we're going to get technical now. But Lady Braves drop set 1, 17-25, with too many unforced errors.
Agreed, and too much defense and too much scrambling, and honestly, like, not enough confidence in what they really can do.
Absolutely, and you know, I think getting some big block hands up over the net on these Trojan hitters, and we saw that earlier in the season when Star Valley beat Cody at home. Blocking was key in that match. They blocked those big Cody hitters and got them flustered and got them tipping, got them roll shotting, and that changes the game in a hurry when you get in a big hitter's face a little bit. And I'd like to see that with the Lady Braves defense. We have the size, we have the kids with the ability to do that. It kind of comes down to timing and some desire when we know they have the desire.
We talked about that heart. Here we're going to see how bad Lady Braves want it. If they're going to come back and fight for it, if they want to crawl back through it through the losers bracket, which nobody wants to do that.
No, absolutely not. And, you know, they're definitely down but not out. I felt like, you know, they stayed with Kelly Walsh for the majority of that set, and then there at the end kind of let things slip away a little bit. But we talked about some tough serving from the Trojans. You know, how many shanked passes did we see the Lady Braves make because of some tough serving? And I'd like to see them turn around and give them back a little bit of their own medicine right here in set 2.
Lady Braves and Trojans taking their time coming out of this.
Let's talk about the east side for a minute.
Yes, let's see if it's updated because they left us hanging. Laramie and Campbell County advanced to round 2, and they are actually playing their third set. Campbell County snuck one. And I think this is the first set that Laramie's lost all season, and they beat them by 2.
Well, I know Laramie did not lose a set at home.
Okay.
I do not know about the rest of their matches, but they did not lose a set at home, and they are undefeated. 21-0, I think.
Yes, they are. They come back and win the second one, 25-0, and scores have not been updated.
25-23. 23, yes.
Don't ask me where I got 7 from. Also advancing is Cheyenne East and Thunder Basin, and they are supposed to play at 5:30. Obviously, they're behind schedule too.
Yeah, no surprise there. Volleyball tournaments are historic for being behind schedule.
You know, and it's funny. We know they're going to be behind schedule. we might as well just schedule them so that they're on schedule.
Right.
But there's always a chance that, you know, things could go as planned, but usually not.
Yeah, very seldom, especially in postseason play, because you usually get teams that match up quite well and they go extra sets, as happened a couple of times today. And so here we go, set 2, Lady Braves with Dandridge to serve. Passed up, back set this time to Ireland, and she blows it out of bounds. Hello.
To the back wall.
Yeah, just about on the run there. She she didn't quite get on top of that one, and
and then we serve it into the net, and that's going to tie us up. Lorenzen is going back to serve for the Trojans.
Katie struggled a little bit this morning serving, missed 3 or 4, little uncharacteristic of her. Short serve, Engelhardt gets under it. Middle to Frazier. She is blocked this time by Allaire. So Shayla, who had a great match this morning, hits that one into the block. She'll wisen up on that, I know, and try to go a different direction.
Nobody likes that.
Lorenzen serves again into the net. Take that one. That ties us up 2-2.
Atlee Button will check in. Maya Allred was in playing a little defense. We didn't make note of that, but she was.
A little different starting there. Lorenzen with the pass. Bump set. Ooh, and there's a block by Frazier and Leesburg. Shayla getting most of that one. And the Lady Braves get the lead 3-2. Engelhardt, there it is again to serve. Ooh, there's another block by the Lady Braves. They're going to call that one.
Yeah.
Back row attack.
When you're back row and you're the setter, you cannot do
any
that.
Player, right?
No.
So she contacted the ball above the plane of the net, and then it broke the plane of the net and went over. That is illegal. Nice pass by Lorenzen. There's Allaire out of the middle again.
Oh, and a net call.
Frazier trying to go up for that big block again and pushes a little too hard on that one. So side out.
Yep, sorry.
No, you're good.
Gia Ireland is back to serve.
The freshman setter for the Trojans, and that's a good serve. Tight ball, Engelhardt lunch ball again to Kroger. And Katie Dandridge is back row, so as we said, all she can do is stand there. She can't jump.
No, but she can soft block. Just put your hands up.
Coaches are telling her, yep, get your hands up on that and try to keep it in play. Here is Leesburg on the right side. Nice dig by Lorenzen. Out to Kroger, tip ball. Middle to Frazier. Dug by Lorenzen. Quick to Allaire again. Brogue's there. Button saves it. Engelhardt free balls it over. Here come the Trojans on a quick attack. Back set, no blocker. Dandridge does dig it, and Lady Braves free ball it over again. Out of system for
way
the
too many free
Trojans.
balls, but we'll pick up a kill on that one from a free ball.
For Frazier on that one. That was a smart free ball shot right at the setter, who had to take the first ball and nobody able to help her. Here's that quick to Allaire again. Brogue with the dig. Delancey can handle that heat. Button with the swing. Out to Kroger again. She goes high hands and gets that touch.
And they do get that off that block.
She does. That's a nice swing. High off of the blocker's hands. And we're tied at 5. Back to serve for the Trojans goes Kroger. She is a 5'8" senior. Button with a good pass. Jumps back set to Leesburg. Sharp angle. Just out.
Kind of took the bounce. I think she would have had that if it wouldn't have clipped the net on the way over.
Sharp angle, didn't miss it by much. Nevertheless, that's a point to the Trojans. They take the lead. Brogue with a great pass. Ooh, that set pushed Button out. She does save it. There's a big swing on the outside by Hudson, dug by the Braves. Here's Christensen.
There we go.
Off 1 foot, cuts it across, and Ireland shanks that one.
A baby slide from the middle is what the footwork was, but she likes to run those.
She does. And it increases her reach a little bit when she does that, and she's usually pretty successful with it. Johnson to serve. Back set. Ooh.
Hammered by Allaire.
There's a big swing down the line. You know, we saw a player in the match before us take one in the face from one of the Cody hitters. Did not get her hands up.
Hard in the face.
She was down for a minute or two. I cannot believe it didn't break her nose.
There were some tears.
She got up, though. No blood, which I couldn't believe it. She took a full frontal in the face from a big swing by a Cody player. That's going to be 4 contacts on the Lady Braves. So Trojans go up 8-6. And 21, Kira Lucero serves for the Trojans. Brogue with a good pass. Back set to Christensen down the line.
Yeah, she gets it again.
So Mack with a smart shot down the line, squares her shoulders up and gets the kill.
Maya Allred's going to check in. She's going to serve for the first time today for the Lady Braves. Atlee Button will have a seat. Allred
to serve, just a sophomore. Lorenzen with the pass. Ooh, and there's a punch through the block by Hudson.
Lady Braves were there. Just need to push a little bit.
Yep. I mean, I feel like a broken record. Just block is there, just not breaking the plane of the net to keep that ball on the Trojan side.
And Fagot is back to serve.
Johnson with a tough ball for
there we go.
Dandridge to set. She had to set that from one pin to the other to get it to Engelhardt.
And she was walking the line too, trying to make sure that foot didn't cross. The official was watching that really close.
Nice set by Katie to get it where Engelhardt could swing at it. Tight ball this time, saved. Christensen's there on the dig. Frazier, she gets the kill out of the middle. Nice dig by Christensen.
As the Lady Braves feel like they're starting to warm up, which is what we saw them do in the last match. I just don't want them to take quite so long.
You and me both. We're tied at 9 here in set 2. Outside to Ireland, off the block. Oh, Dandridge goes down awkwardly trying to save that. She does get up. Says she's okay.
Smiling, but that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That was...
like there was hair and feet and I don't know.
Limbs going everywhere. Nice effort to try to save it, though, by Katie. She does seem okay. She'll give it out to Engelhardt. That one goes off the block. Nice diving save by Hudson and a free ball from the Trojans. Allred, Dandridge out to Engelhardt. Too high, no touch. Kenley doesn't get on top of that one. Sends it sailing out of bounds.
And Hudson to serve.
Trojans up 11-9. Johnson not with a great pass that time. Dandridge has come way off.
Oh, that one even surprised me.
Yeah,
Kenley took a standing swing, but it came sharp and caught the Trojans.
Yeah, Kroger just held that too long in her hands, and they call a lift on that. A double contact is legal, but you cannot let it come to rest like that. Dandridge with a good serve. Back to Kroger. Off the hands. Allred handles it. Out to Engelhardt. Tip, push. Middle this time to Allaire, but Brogue is there. Back set to Leesburg. Roll shot. Lorenzen gets under it. Tip ball. Nice hustle by Dandridge, but Engelhardt hits it out again.
And dang it, like she needs to keep swinging.
Yeah.
Lorenzen back to serve for the Trojans.
12-10. Brogue with another good pass on the run, though, as Dandridge. Leesburg swings. Back set this time to Ireland. She tips. Kenley reads that. Middle to Frazier, and she gets it through. Gets it through. So Shayla getting another kill. And Lady Braves side out.
Atlee Button checks in. Kenley Engelhart rotates back to serve.
Allred will sit down. Engelhart with the serve. Lorenzen handles it well. Here's Allaire in the middle.
Oh!
There's the block.
Leesburg and Frazier.
Look at that. Hands over the net, penetration, and they get a stuff block.
And that's how you do it.
And
Let's do it again.
And there's the momentum that comes with it, right?
Right.
Everybody gets excited on those kinds of plays. Back set to Ireland. She tips again, and it's out.
Oh.
Brogue lets it go, and it's out.
She did kind of a sliding, maybe I'm going to get that.
Sliding into home base there.
Yeah.
Wrong sport, Delancey, but that was a nice decision to let it go. Nice lunch ball, and Button goes up with two hands and puts it down. That was a good serve by Kenley. That's the kind of serving Lady Braves need to get some points, some easy points like that, resulting in a lunch ball. Another good serve. Lorenzen with a nice pass, though, out to Kroger. Nice dig by Dandridge down the line. Frazier swings. Here's a joust at the net. Somebody's in it, and it's Kroger.
It's not us.
Kroger called in the net that time. Nice, tough play by the Lady Braves. And here they're showing they can play with the best in the state when they're on their game.
Well,
this is
and,
the Lady Braves we know.
starting with the tough serve.
Right, Kenley
Trojans having to play a little bit of
back
defense.
set to Ireland.
That went outside of the
did.
antenna, and she hits the ground.
She hits the official stand, then the ground. They're going to have to readjust the official stand, and Coach Barkel wants a timeout as the Lady Braves on about a 5-point run right here and take the lead 16-12 with some nice serving from
Kenley.
From Engelhart. You know, she struggled a little bit on the net today, and we know she's not feeling 100%. But she's making up for some of that with some tough serving from the back line right now.
Yep, we just need her to go back in and continue on, right?
Let's talk about the Lady Braves playing with some grit here. We've seen some girls hit the floor hard. We've seen some girls land awkwardly. And, you know, some little nagging injuries. I can see Dandridge gimping just a little. He landed funny a minute ago.
Oh, that was just weird.
And every one of these girls has shaken it off, smiled at the official when they asked if they were okay, and gonna fight through a little bit of pain here and play hard.
That's my kind of play.
You bet. And that's what it is gonna take maybe for these guys to get through this match.
All right, so Kenley hoping to pick up where she left off.
That one's deep. Oh, they do play it. Here's a quick in the middle to Allaire, and she gets that kill. There's their money play. They go to right out of the timeout, of course, and I would have too. Coach Barkel's been around a long time. I'm sure that's exactly what they talked about.
Yes, for sure. So Ireland's going to rotate back to serve, and Bus checks in front row for the Trojans.
Lady Braves still with a 3-point lead here in set 2. Ireland serves. Engelhart with the pass. Back set to Leesburg. Through the block and finds the hole, does Kaylee. Squares up those shoulders and gets it to punch through. Brogue back to serve. Nice serve by Delancey. Ireland comes way off the net, pushes it way outside. Engelhart handles it. Dandridge will go to Button. Roll shot, and she gets it. That is open. We talked about that earlier.
Well, I don't know if we verbally did, but I'm going to take credit for that because I did write tip middle that is open.
There
on
is
the
a hole there.
Defense.
You know, Kelly Walsh leaves that middle open because they read things so well. They can cover that. There's the quick in the middle. Christensen in Allaire's face. That's a double, but they don't call it. Nice dig by Brogue. Tight ball to Leesburg. She does save it. Quick middle to Allaire again. Oh, she finds the corner that time. I felt like that back set of Ireland's was not clean. Nevertheless, they let that one go. What do I know?
A lot.
Trojans side out. Kroger serves. Engelhart with a good pass. Middle to Christensen. Through the block, dug by Lorenzen. Outside. Braves are there again. Button with
There
the
we
lunch
go.
ball. Nice block that time by Christensen and Dandridge.
Well, multiple blocks by Christensen. She was there making the Trojan defense pick those up off of the block.
Johnson to serve. Braves up 19-14. Good short serve, back set. Oh, and there's the angle by Allaire. They like to back set her when she's right front. Lady Braves need to remember that.
They like to set her everywhere.
Yes.
She is a fantastic hitter for the Trojans.
Her hitting percentage, I would imagine, is fairly high.
Yes, I would agree. 21 Lucero in to serve.
19-15. Brogue with the pass. Dandridge off the net, goes tight to Button.
And she gets it.
Punches it through. Wow.
Sucking in so she doesn't get into the net.
Don't breathe too hard on that one.
Maya Allred's going to check in to serve. Allie Button will have a seat.
Allred getting some back row defensive specialist off the tape of the net and gets the ace.
She's going to get her ace.
There it is. She puts her hands over her mouth like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that went over. Somebody needs to tell her she needs to act like that was on purpose.
I did that. And
again. Ireland's going to go outside to Hudson. Blocked by the Lady Braves. Tight ball. Engelhardt gets the touch.
Off a big left-hand reach.
Gets the touch. And the Lady Braves go up 22-15.
And Kelly Walsh wants a timeout.
22-15, Lady Braves with the lead here in set 2. With a takes their second and final timeout of this set. And Lady Braves 3 points away from tying this up to 1 set apiece.
Body language is better. A little bit more excited. Playing a little bit more of the tempo of our game than what we'd seen earlier.
And they're already back out on the court ready to go. Allred has the ball ready to serve. Both timeouts used by the Trojans. Lady Braves lead 22-15. Here's Allred. Good serve again. Ireland's going to go outside to Hudson. Dug up by Allred. Dandridge will save it. Free ball. Ireland's going to go quick middle this time. Engelhardt will. Smart shot by Kenley. Goes across her. Is driving this spurt right now. I feel like they're getting some touches on the block or on the swing. Back row keeping the ball alive. Here's a substitution by the Trojans. Checking a 5'9" sophomore. Dug by Allred. Engelhardt will push a deep ball with 2 hands and gets it off the hands.
She
pedaling, right?
Yeah.
Handle it quite easily. It just spun off of her fingers there. So set point. Allred with another great serve. Way outside to Hudson again. Brogue digs it easily. In the middle to Christensen. 2-handed tip. Lunch ball to Christensen. Trojans play it over. Johnson up to Dandridge. Engelhardt, big swing, there it is, with an exclamation point, 25-15. Lady Braves take set 2 and say, we're not done yet. Wait just a minute, my friend.
Not so fast, Trojans.
Yeah, this is not going to be as easy as you think it's going to be. We are here to play.
And Trojans look a little bamboozled.
And so they should, right?
They should.
That was not what they expected by any means after winning set 1 25-17. Lady Braves come back with some tough serving, with some big blocks on the net.
And it made all of the difference. And it made all of the difference. In addition to that, I felt like we swung harder. But part of that was because of the serving you know, we had the opportunity.
Yeah.
We were getting more free balls, and we were able to do some easier offensive things versus always scrambling and sending them free balls.
Much better defensive play by the Lady Braves there on the net and in the back row to keep things lively and keep the Trojans on their heels. I do not feel like they had as many opportunities to swing at it, and I know for a fact Allaire only had maybe a couple of swings that set.
Yeah.
On that shoot 3 that they like to set to her.
Yeah, we didn't see that as much in this second one.
Not at all, hardly. Took her out of that equation a little bit with some defensive play, and then, like you say, some tough serving. How about the sophomore Allred coming in a clutch situation and keeping the serve alive?
You know, who played in some similar situations.
As a young player.
Freshman, she came in and did some defensive work for the Lady Braves and did a good job.
And that's an intimidating situation for a young kid who has never been to a postseason tournament like this. She handled it well, so good job, Maya.
Yeah, and she's going to the Lady Braves as she's passing well and served well. And we won with this rotation, and I'm a little bit superstitious, so we're going to roll with it.
Why not? Yep, play the odds right here. Things are gelling. So both teams take the court for set 3. We'll see if the Trojans spin the dial here and how they respond. It would not surprise me to see Coach Barkel make an adjustment.
Well, he's smart.
Absolutely.
You know, and he's teacher of the game.
Yeah, definitely. We saw him make a smart play earlier today. There was some controversy on a call, and it was going against the Trojans, and he quickly called a timeout. And that allowed the officials to talk things over, and they ended up calling a replay on that.
Smart.
It really was.
Veteran move.
Outside to Engelhardt. Pal Lorenzen with a nice dig, though. Trojans turn it around. Lady Braves do keep it alive, and free ball, a short one over. Ireland goes quick to Allaire, though. There it is. There's the play. Right off the bat.
It's both of the stat boards. That's her 9th kill of this match.
What a swing by Engelhardt, but what a dig by Lorenzen. She'll serve again. Brogue with the pass, bump set from Dandridge on the run. Roll shot. Gives the Trojans
scrambling, and they hit it out.
That roll shot took all day to come down, but all the Trojans ran into each other trying to get to it.
All right, so Katie's going to rotate back to serve. Taya checks out. Kaylee checks in.
Dandridge with a good deep serve down the line, so Trojans out of system. Kroger still swings at it, though, and gets it. That's a nice out-of-system play by the Trojans. They are good at out-of-system plays. They still get a swing a majority of the time. Ireland's going to serve for the Trojans.
Mishandle to the middle. Shayla swings off the block. Is dug, pushed out to the middle. Kroger swings, is blocked, picked up.
Here's a swing by Kroger again. Brogue's there. Dandridge will back set to Leesburg. Tip. Lady Braves play it over.
Oh!
What a scramble. Tip ball. Dandridge gets there. Shayla takes it over in 2. I thought Brogue was going to run into her. We got Trojans on the floor.
Oh, and that is in.
Barely. Allred lets it go, hoping it's out, and it was close. It could have been out. Could have.
She matrixed to the floor to let it go, dang it.
Ireland serves again. Ooh.
Oh, and she hits the corner.
Wow.
She could not have hit the coffin corner any better than just right there.
That is a nice serve. Almost impossible to get to as a passer. Ireland will serve again. Engelhardt handles that one. Dandridge gives it back to her.
Oh!
Little miscommunication there by the Trojans, but they do play it over. Out to Engelhardt. There's a nice roll shot by Kenley. That was pretty.
Well, and once again, there is that short middle that's open. on the Trojans. I mean, not every time.
Right.
But
a lot.
Yeah,
they do
but, like,
have a big hole there. They cover it well, but it is there. Nice serve by Allred. Quick to Allaire. Lady Braves are there on the block. Ireland with the jump set. Shayla.
oh
Darn it.
jeepers.
She went under the net. Comes down awkwardly again. And I think that's the same. No, that's the other leg, I think, this time that she comes down awkwardly on.
But she's not going to let that stop her.
No, she's not. Here's Kroger with the serve. Dandridge way off the net, so Engelhardt will swing from the back row, and that one's into the net. So 6-2. Lady Braves down by 4 as the Trojans. Oh, and we got a substitution for the Lady Braves.
And we have Shayna.
Yeah.
Shayna's going to come in. She's played a lot for the Lady Braves earlier on until Kaylee Leesburg's shoulder was able to allow her to come back in.
Out of system again for the Lady Braves. Ireland will go quick to Allaire, and there she is. She's warming up again.
All right, and we do need to get a block up on that. She had a wide open net, and she hammered that baby down.
Yeah, you know, Shayna just came in. She's got to make that adjustment as a middle blocker.
And I think there's some foot faults
Close.
that we need to be watching.
Ooh, and there's a tight set for Leesburg, and she's blocked by Hudson. So Trojans go up 8-2 here in set 3.
And Kroger's still serving.
Yeah, some tough serving. Coach Brown talking to R2 for a minute there about something. Another good serve. Wow. Dandridge on the run again. Button will tip. Comes back. Dandridge gives it to her again. On the angle. Dug by Kroger. Here's Hudson on the outside. That one's long.
She flies
No
that
touch.
one out.
No touch that
Substitution
time.
for the Trojans. Number 6, which we haven't seen. Taylor DeBrenz is checking in.
5'7" senior for the Trojans. Broke with the serve. Ooh, shank ball. Oh, it's saved, but she does go under the net. Hudson does. Her foot went over.
Her head almost planted into the net as well.
She got stopped, but one last step did go over the line. And she looked at the official like, what? Brogue serves again. Tight ball by Ireland, saved by Ireland. Nice dig by Dandridge. It's over the net. She'll dig it again. Christensen tips it over. Ireland goes back set again, and there's a kill.
By Bus.
First time we've seen her get a kill.
So Lady Braves scrambling a little bit in this third set. Need to settle back in.
Yes, they trail 4-9 with Lucero to serve. Button with the pass. Back set to Leesburg.
Big swing, and I
Kaylee
like
on
it.
the
Let's
angle.
go.
There it is.
Pretty set. Like everything was on point. The pass, the set, the kill, everything was fantastic. She's going to rotate out as Taya Johnson checks in to serve.
5-9 here in set 3. Split one set apiece. Ireland goes out to Hudson.
Oh, and she hit the antenna.
She did.
Yes, indeed. I got a little bit excited
She
about
looked
that.
at the antenna like, why are you there?
Oh, and now
Why
they
are you
need
in
to,
my
they
way?
need to fix the antenna by the shortest lady.
But she did
But
it.
she did it. So Taya set to serve again.
Lorenzen with the pass. Ireland middle. Tip ball. Tools off the block. That's number 12.
But go.
Tooling the right side block that time and getting the side out for the Trojans. 10-6.
And Lady Braves really do need to get a stop right here.
Yes, a side out and rally a few points. Shift the momentum. A little too far off the net. She's about 8 feet off and tipped at 6 feet.
Yeah, and that was a nice pass.
Those are the ones you want to see us use that quick offense on, right? Katie's got a good idea trying to score some points herself. Just got to find the distance. Brogue with a perfect pass, quick in the middle to Christensen. She's blocked, and Lady Braves can't cover it. Mack tries to go right angle. Finds the big blockers. Take the her first time out of.
Wondering if we should be 7, but I do believe that the score is correct. Did we miss any points?
That's a good question, though. Checking with the official book there. We should. They all look pretty.
Your point.
Scorekeepers down there at the table, and they should be. Brogue gets under it, but Hudson will swing. Tip, there's that hole in the middle.
I just kind of feel like that should go on my stat board. Allred will rotate back to serve, and Atlee Button will have a seat.
Allred with the deep serve. Pretty deep, but Brogue plays it. Could have been in or out. That one's definitely out by Engelhardt.
No, she was off the net and needs to be aware of where she's at. And I'd like to see Katie push her closer to the net.
Hudson serve. Pushed over. So things slowly
unraveling.
Getting out of reach here for the Lady Braves as they need some ball control. Pass, quick in the middle. Christensen's blocked again. Engelhardt will swing. That's a better smart shot by Kenley. I'd like to see Christensen go across her body in the middle. She's gone right side a couple times and got blocked.
Yeah. Mack's gonna rotate.
14-8. Christensen serves a nice serve. Oh, and they let that one go again. Will give it to Frazier.
And she's blocked in the middle.
She swung hard on that one, though.
Fagot was.
Again, though, going to the right. I want to see those. Those middles. And they've gone away. Backpedaling.
There we go.
Nice set by Dandridge. Backpedaling, which we've talked about. That's not easy to do for a setter.
No.
Got to have some upper body strength to still push that to the outside, and Katie did. And gives a nice one to Kenley. 15-9. Sorry. Oh, somebody's in the net.
And it is. Well, no, they just called.
They didn't even call that. I think it was the Lady Braves. Ireland's going to rotate back to serve for the Trojans. They're up 16-9. There's a nice pass by Engelhardt. Here's Frazier. Takes a little bit off of it and finds that.
Kenley rotates back to serve. Atlee Button in the. Oh, and we needed one of those.
She had a good serving points in this rotation off of her serve.
That's the second ace of this.
Another good serve by Engelhardt, but that's a great pass.
In the net.
Serious injury going.
Right there?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know if they need to wipe that down because several players have gone down in that exact spot.
Yeah, dodging some bullets on those. When your foot goes over that line, you are risking a serious injury. Oh, and there's a tough ball. Wow, Lady Braves do play that over. I thought that was down. Hudson swings.
Oh, and she hits it out.
Wow, so some tough play by the Lady Braves. Keep it alive, and they get the
Shayla
point.
with a double behind the back bump over.
Whatever you want to call that.
I don't know. I didn't know what to call it, obviously, but it worked. Delancey broke to serve.
We could call that a supercalifragilistic, whatever you want to call it.
Expialidocious.
And there's
they
a
hit
hitting
it
error.
out.
Another hitting error by the Trojans. Here come the Lady Braves again, building momentum with Brogue stepping back to serve again. 13-17 here in set 3. Ooh, and that one's in the net. She had to wait too long to serve. See that quite often. And there's a delay. You lose that momentum, that mojo.
Yeah, Lucero checks in to serve.
18-13. Down by 5. Ooh, Button with a tough pass. Saved by Christensen. Free balled by Brogue. Lucero up to Ireland. Out to Hudson, and she gets it through the block. So kill for Hudson. And the Trojans go up by 6. Lucero to serve again.
Lady Braves really needing a side out.
Ooh, Engelhardt with a tough pass again for Dandridge. Lady Braves barely get it over. Trojans will set it up again. Brogue's there. Here's get that side out.
Keely Leesburg has a seat. Taya Johnson comes in to serve.
14-19. Lady Braves need a few points in this rotation. Not going to get it with that, though. Served into the net by Johnson. Hate to see that from your defensive specialists that sit for 3 rotations, but that is also hard to come off the bench cold.
Fagoda serve.
Ooh, and then Johnson with the shanked pass, and that'll be an ace for Fago, and the Trojans closing in.
And we're going to take a timeout.
Star Valley will take their second and final timeout of set
and Coach,
3.
this one isn't over. Like, this is still manageable, but once the Kelly Walsh gets to 22, if they get one more point.
Well, it's going to be tough, right? Lady
It's
Braves
hard.
will have to get a big side out right here out of this timeout, and then some tough serving from the Lady Braves to get back in this. Just like they did last set. You know, they got in that rotation with Kenley serving tough and had a lot of in-system play, some good defensive play, and that allowed them to close out that set quite easily.
Right. Well, and then they didn't have to play such hard defense the whole time.
Yeah, and Trojans have been in system a lot more this set. It was close for the first half of this set, and now Kelly Walsh has opened it up a little bit.
I would like the Lady Braves to start having some palpitating hearts.
Wouldn't that be nice? A little heartbeat right here.
Let's get some heart in here.
Let's get the heartbeat going here as far as never say die, fight for every point. And there's a good omen as there's a missed serve out of the timeout. Coach Brown's going to take credit for that one.
Yep, but Maya Allred checks in to serve. Natalie Button has a seat.
This is a good rotation for the Lady Braves in set 1 when Allred came in, or sorry, set 2. They racked up some points in this rotation. There's a nice serve. He will not call that lift on that setter. And there's Engelhardt.
There we go.
With the roll shot. Nice, smart shot by Kenley. Yeah, he's let that go 3 times now, that one-handed save.
That doesn't come off clean.
Oh, the dribbler, she puts her hands over her mouth again. Yeah, we're going to have to talk to Maya about her body language on those.
You know, don't be surprised. Walk with some swag.
Yeah, like I did that. Oh, that one just about drops. Just floated a little too far. Boy, that would have been exciting if that had fallen in. So 22-17 with Hudson to serve. Engelhardt nails that pass. Back set to Christensen. Hits it.
No touch off the net.
They're not going to call that one. No, it just hit the net.
And she wanted it.
She did.
She came in hot.
She really wanted it. And it was there. Just maybe a little mishit. Brogue with the pass. Out to Engelhardt. She has to jump, skip, and that's out of bounds. So here we are at set point for the Trojans, 24-17, with Hudson back to serve. See if the Lady Braves can side out right here and keep themselves alive in set 3. Johnson with a tight ball for Dandridge. Engelhardt hits that one out of bounds, and that is it.
All she wrote for set 3. Lady Braves dropped 17-25, which was the same back and beat them 25-15. Fingers crossed.
Wouldn't that be interesting to see? So we will go to set 4 with Lady Braves trailing 2-1 to the Kelly Walsh Trojans here in this first semifinal match of the 4A West Regional Tournament. Next match coming up
is Riverton and Cody.
Riverton went 5 sets with Jackson today.
And that was slated for 5:30. Once again, we're a little off schedule.
That's what time we started this match, right?
Pretty close.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, we are at 6:30 right now.
Any score updates from the east side?
Let's take a gander. This is exciting.
Yeah, let's see how Laramie and
I'm refreshing my feed, and Laramie does come out on top with 4 sets. So they dropped that first one and then came back and won the next 3, 25-21. Cheyenne East and Thunder Basin, no updated score for them. So I'm assuming maybe they're just warming up and getting ready to roll.
Yep, they're a little behind schedule. Yeah, we probably won't get any scores on that by the time we're off air, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, if you are interested in keeping track of the bracket and you're not sure where to go, you can go to WHSAA.org, and the brackets are there. You just click on the volleyball page and go to the regional tournament information, and it will give you both the east and the west side.
So again, if Lady Braves can pull out a win here, they will advance to the championship game, which would be tomorrow at 4:30.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, they will need 2 more sets to win here and take this to 5. If they do not get the win, they advance down into the consolation bracket, where they will play tomorrow at 1:30 against Riverton, the winner of Riverton and Evanston. And like you said, that would be a win or go home
situation. You do have to win
Braves.
2 games, or 2 matches, excuse me,
yeah,
at the regional tournament in order to qualify for the state tournament.
You do. It doesn't matter which 2. You just got to win 2. Lady Braves have already got 1 under their belt. Fighting hard for number 2 here tonight in this semifinal match. Christensen does her sprint down the bench, high-fiving everybody.
Hype.
She's so good at that. Dandridge with the serve off the top of the net. Tools it with the left knuckleball.
I was going to say something about a knuckle. You stole my thunder.
She totally knuckled it. Knuckleball with the left hand for Kenley gets the kill. And the first point here in set 4 goes to the Lady Braves. Passed up this time by Kroger. Outside back to her down the line. Dandridge saves it. Frazier with a power tip in the left hand. I thought that might have been a lift also. And they don't call it.
And that was a solo block by Kaylee Leesburg, but
it gets punched through her.
Yeah, goes to the other side.
She's there. She just got out-muscled a little bit that time. Lorenzen serves it in the net.
And it's nice to hear the Lady Braves, the bench is making some noise, which is crucial.
Gotta have it to get this win. Gotta have the bench support and gotta have some enthusiasm to get this win right here. Lorenzen's gonna set Kroger on the outside off the block to Brogue. She'll go middle to Frazier.
And
touch, she gets the touch.
She did get
off the
touch.
Block.
You know, and the girls just slowing down the block a little bit,
is
like
huge,
what we just saw happen,
right?
Is like an amazing thing. It does not have to be a stuff block every time in order for it to be a successful block. Just taking some speed off and allowing the defensive players to pick that up is a big thing.
Yeah, Brogue can dig those quite easily with a little speed taken off him. There's a tight ball. Lady Braves do play it up. Engelhardt sends it deep. Lorenzen's there. Out to Kroger. Another touch off the block. Dandrich runs it down. Free ball by Brogue. Lorenzen up. Ooh, Hodgins saves it. No. There's that save again.
I want that as a lift because it doesn't look like it's coming clean.
Well, and her
her
hand is turned over, right? I mean, if her hand's got her fingers on top, it's more like a tip. But her fingers are on bottom, which to me is a lift. And she holds on to it.
There we go.
There's a big block.
Leesburg and Shayla on that one, both excited.
Leesburg turns to the bench, gets them all fired up. She's smiling. Coach Brown's smiling at her. Ooh, there's a nice serve. Wow, that's a nice save by Lorenzen. Oh, down the line Kroger goes. Woohoo, with some heat. Hello.
Lady Braves need to get this right back. Ireland is a good server. I would like to shut her down early.
Get her out of there quickly with a side out right now. Because, yes, she does serve quite well and can go on a streak. And that helps.
I think we jinxed her.
You bet. We'll take credit for that one right there.
All right, Delancey Brogue's going to rotate back to serve. Shayla comes out. Matt goes in.
Brogue with the serve. Nice serve by Delancey. Ireland on the run, does save it. There's a swing.
Tight ball.
Nice back set. Oh, Leesburg has to save it.
And that is outside of the antenna, but a great effort on Kaylee's part, chasing it down.
Yeah. 6-3 with Kroger back to serve. Brogue back pedals, keeps her body behind it well. Tip ball by Button. Too easy that time with the... Oh, they're going to call it out. That
was darn close.
That was close. You know, I want to see Atlee change up that tip and quit using those two hands because
I do too.
The Trojans read it.
It's too easy to read.
They
were all
over that one, right? Button's got to develop that tip that looks like a hit and then sneak it in at the last second. Ooh, big swing from the outside for Hudson. She gets that one through the block of the Lady Braves that time. And Trojans side out. 7-4.
With Lucero back to serve.
We are in set 4. Lady Braves trail 2-1. Johnson with a good pass. Out to Button. She's tight, has to tip again. Ooh, that's a big left-handed reach that time.
That is Bus.
She went above Button's block on that with the left hand to get it. 7-5. Lucero serves again. Dandrich off the net, goes back set. Christensen's blocked. She'll give it back to her in the middle. Dug by Ireland. Hudson swings. Out to Button.
And
that,
she's going to get a touch
off the block. So she hits it out, but does get the touch off the block. Gets the call from the line judge.
All right, Maya Allred has clipped the net with an ace every time she's been back to serve. Let's
here we go.
See if she can manage it again.
Third time's a charm. Good serve. Out to Hudson. Oh, Allred with the dig. It's an overpass. Ireland gives it to Hudson again. She tips. Power tip through the block again. Ooh, I want to see Christensen get up on her and stuff that power tip right back in her face, because that was too easy.
Yes, it was.
Nice dig by Allred, though. Handling some heat.
Yes, Fago back to serve.
Brogue with the pass. Out to Engelhart. Roll shot. Hudson runs it down. Dug by Brogue. Middle to Christensen. Nice dig by the Trojans. Back set to Ireland. Oh, and that's a good tip.
She is
right
smart and crafty
block.
as a freshman.
That's a nice tip by Christensen, but Kelly Walsh with a nice dig getting to that ball.
Sunny's wanting the lift on some of those.
And
Does
she,
not
as
like
she
the
should
hand,
be.
the way that it's turned, which we've discussed, but I'm afraid she's not going to get it.
No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like she's going to get it tonight. Tip ball, that could have been a lift too.
That could have been a carry, my friend.
Honestly, yes. That looked a little awkward to me, the way she did that.
Well, isn't it going from one shoulder to the other is kind of what it looked like happened.
Right, if it's held within 2 planes of the body, which planes are kind of divided into quadrants, that's a little hard to explain without drawing a picture. Christensen gets the kill on the slide. Angle. Nice job by Matt, gets it back. Lady Braves take the lead back, 9-8.
And I love that our Lady Braves are not backing down. Kind of felt like we lost momentum and then coming back and fighting in this 4th set.
Christensen serves. Bump set to Ireland. She swings sharp angles.
And
Engelhart digs it over.
Oh,
it's out.
Oh,
it's out.
I thought that was going to find our line.
That was close. It was open, too. Lady Braves had all sucked into the middle. And she tips to the sideline, which was open but just misses. So they take a 2-point lead. Nice serve by Christensen. Lunch ball for Frazier. Miss hits it. That was a mistimed whiffer. She's gimping on both legs tonight.
Oh, gosh.
And lost a little on her jump right there, but hey, we'll take it. Not pretty, but we'll take it. Ooh, off the net, and there's an ace for Christensen.
Oh, my gosh. I did not think that was going to come over.
I didn't either. She took a page out of Allred's book and dribbles it off the net.
When they talk about basketball and a shooter's touch, is there such a thing as a server's touch?
You bet there is, and we're using it tonight. That one's got a little more distance on it. Back set this time to Hudson. Wow, nice dig by Johnson. And there's the tip by Dandridge. That was a well-timed tip.
And what a beautiful dig by Taya Johnson, who is lined up perfectly for that. And then it goes perfectly to Katie, who's able to catch them off guard. Well done.
That was a well-timed tip. That's when you want to use that play, when you've got the defense sitting back on their heels a little bit in the middle of a rally.
Waiting for that third hit.
And yes, a nice dig by Taya Johnson to line herself up on that one and take a little heat from, I think, Hudson on that right side over there.
I was going to say
or Allaire, one of the two.
One of them. We'll just say some heat from the kitchen, but she was lined up and took it beautifully.
In position, anticipating it, and handled it well.
All right, and Mac back to serve again. Trojans just taking the court, taking their own sweet time.
Taking every minute or every second of that 1 minute timeout.
And that's their first timeout of this set.
Trying to slow the momentum. Let's see if Christensen can keep it going. Down the line serve. Hodgson on the run. There's a tip by Ireland down the line. Oh, and she catches Allred sleeping a little bit there. So side out of the timeout. Trojans talked about maybe a hole in the defense there, and they found it. And here is Hudson to serve. Johnson's got Dandridge backpedaling again, so Frazier has to stand and swing. Out to, blocked off the net, and Dandridge plays it up. She trapped it against the net, and then Engelhart hits it out. And
so number 15, Hudson, is back to serve. for the Lady Trojans.
13-10.
And I would like to see us get a quick side out again.
Johnson with a good pass to Frazier. Dug by the Trojans. Out to, Kroger, and she gets the tip.
Kind of giving us a taste of our own medicine. We burnt them with some tips, and now it's their turn.
Yeah.
But we need to read that hand, as she did.
She did show it.
That's the plan.
Yeah, but she did look like she was going to swing first. That's what we were talking about earlier. Brogue with a good pass. Dandridge will go to Engelhart. She's going to push two hands. Handled easily by the Trojans. Ireland will swing and tools the block. So here come the Trojans. 13-12. They close it to within one. Lady Braves need a side out. I want to see Engelhart swing at one here.
Me too.
Playing a little safe.
No more two-handed tip.
Power ball here. Kenley with a good pass. Gets the side out.
Taya. Number 4, Zeman checks.
This Kroger finding the middle back. And the Trojans get it back. Lorenz. Pass.
Oh.
Outside to Kroger. Saves it. And there's a kill by Allaire. Out of bounds. She gets the kill. Bear with us for a moment as we have some technical difficulties and try to get the connection back. I think we're back here. Here's a lunch ball by Engelhart. Dandridge can't block it. And Ireland back to serve again. Passed up, another lunch ball by Engelhart. Kenley struggling with the pass right now. Ireland back to serve again. Trojans take the lead, 16-15 here in set 4.
And Kroger back to serve.
So we are in one here, set 4. Lady Braves need a win to take it to give themselves a chance. Leesburg on the swing.
Hey, let's go.
Tied again, 17s.
Taya Johnson rotates in to serve. It seems like that's our pattern. Kaylee gets a kill, and then she comes out. Taya comes in to serve.
Yeah. Johnson, let's get some tough serving here from Johnson. Deep ball. Ireland will back set this time. Ooh, down the line.
Is Allaire.
That's a nice shot down the line. Giving Delancey Brogue all she can handle. That's a tough ball.
Lucero checks in to serve for the Trojans.
Kelly Walsh up by 1. Back and forth we go in set 4.
In a battle.
Yes. This is what you want to see at regional volleyball. Brogue with a good pass. Little tight. Dandridge is front row. She does swing over. Here's Hudson from the outside. Brogue's there. Out to Button. She is blocked out of bounds.
She tools the block.
There it is.
Excuse me.
Tied again at 18s.
Maya Allred coming in. Atlee Button having a seat.
Engelhart rotates to the front row with Dandridge and Christensen. Allred with a good serve. Outside to Hudson. Blocked by the Lady Braves. Covered. Hudson again.
Oh!
Allred tries to get under that one. Little off-speed shot that time. 19-18.
Fagot checks in to serve.
Lady Braves fighting for every point here in set 4. Ooh, off the net, and it drops.
And she picks up the ace.
Taking a page out of the Lady Braves book there.
Coach Brown says we're going to take a timeout.
She has not used any yet, so that is just her first here in set 4. And a good timeout, I think, by Coach Brown as the Trojans take a 2-point lead, 20-18. Let the Lady Braves catch a little breather right here. This is a long match, another long match.
It is, in some interesting rallies.
You know, they played 4 what seemed like long sets this morning. What just felt like that match took forever, and it really did. It was a
long.
2-hour match. Put everything behind schedule. And here we are in another one where it's just back and forth, each team taking a turn scoring points. And that just, you know, that lengthens the game. And then you start to see fatigue set in just a little bit, both physically and mentally by these young athletes.
And conditioning. I know some volleyball coaches don't believe in conditioning, but boy, this is where it shows.
You bet it does. Fagot to serve for the Trojans, 20-18. Brogue with a good pass. Out to Engelhardt. Big swing.
And that's exactly what I wanted to see Kenley do.
She struggled a little bit today, feeling a little under the weather, but that's the Engelhardt we know right there. A nice pass by Brogue and a good set by Dandridge to put her in position to unload on that one. Here's Christensen with the serve. Nice pass by Lorenzen out to Ireland.
And that is out.
That is out. You bet it is.
But boy, what a good looking player as a freshman, right? Like she is going to cause some teams some problems in the future.
She went for a big swing in a tight situation and barely missed it. Christensen with another good serve. Back set this time. Toe sharp angle. Dandridge is there. Johnson helps her. Engelhardt tips. Outside this time to Hudson. That one's in.
That is in.
That one's in. So there's the difference. The Trojans swing at it, the Lady Braves tip, and guess who gets the point?
Well, we've said we're tired of watching that two-hand tip especially. It's too easy. It's basically a free ball.
It's not working anymore, right? It did it for a time, but not anymore. Johnson nails the pass out to Engelhardt. There it is again. Lorenzen with a great effort down the line. Free ball to the Lady Braves. Good pass by Allred. Blocked. Lady Braves scramble. Engelhardt reaches. Out to Kroger. Nice dig by Johnson. Engelhardt sends it deep. It stays in. Quick set in the middle.
And that is out.
No touch. Lady Braves side out.
I was sweating bullets on that one.
You bet. Here we are. Every point is a hard-fought point.
Yes, it is. Katie Leesburg just checks in, and Katie's back to serve.
Dandridge, take a deep breath. Good serve. Hodgen will go out to Kroger. Down the line and gets it. That's a nice, smart shot. And back we go to the other side. Trojans will serve with a 1-point lead here in set 4.
And at this point of time, Lady Braves cannot give up any easy points or any points.
Brogue with a good pass. Back set to Engelhardt, and off the block and the dig. She gets the side out.
You know, and that's it. Kenley needs to swing. She has a weapon, which she hasn't used as much as what we've seen her use it today, but she needs to.
Yeah, and you can tell she's just not feeling herself. She's probably a little, ooh, and there's a deep ball, but Lorenzen plays it. Kroger on the swing. Lady Braves diving. Frazier will send it over. Hodgson's going to go out to, boy, it was there. Lady Braves were there, but it gets tooled out of bounds.
By Kroger.
Ooh, that would have been a big one.
Yes, it has. So Ireland will rotate back to serve. Number 5.
Boy, I can't stand still. This is exciting. This is fun. Ireland off the net. No, I thought she'd served it in the net. Oh, she gets it.
And this is warring.
Oh, Coach Brown calls a timeout at match point for the Trojans. Her final timeout. Oh, man, both of those last two plays could have gone either way. The block that goes out of bounds gives the Trojans a point, and the serve off the top of the net. You know, the Trojans are living right now because two plays went their way that could have gone either way.
And were so crucial.
Very.
So crucial.
Very. And Lady Braves fighting for every point right here as they come out of their timeout with a plan to get this side out and stay alive. They do need to win this set to push it to 5. They have used both timeouts. Kelly Walsh has used none this set.
And Ireland back to serve again.
There's the serve. Engelhart handles it. Back set to Leesburg. Roll shot. Trojans are there. They send it over. Dandridge will go middle to Frazier. Yes! She gets it.
The Lady Braves will live
another
for
point.
a couple of more points. We'll see. Delancey Brogue is going to rotate back to serve. Shayla checks out, so that means Mack is front row in addition to Atlee and Kaylee Leesburg.
Brogue set to serve, 23-24. That one's in. Trojans will set it up, middle. There's a nice save. Oh, and it lands in the middle. Good smart play that time, and the Trojans win and qualify for the state tournament with a 25-23 thriller set 4. You know, if I'm the Lady Braves, I'm not too
you can't hang your head
upset about
this
one.
We did start slow again, kind of dug ourselves a pit, but then we came back and fought. So kudos to the Lady Braves and a well-coached game by Sunny Brown. I felt like her timeouts were really like on point as far as like when they needed to come.
Yeah, and you know, they gave themselves every opportunity to win that, but I still feel like that's a pretty good effort against a very good team. Kelly Walsh ranked 3rd in the state right now behind Laramie and Cody. So to play them to 4 sets and the last one close, almost 5 sets in my mind with a couple of plays there that just went the wrong way, that's not a terrible loss. Yes, you still have to qualify for state tomorrow, and the Lady Braves will play at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon.
And most likely against Riverton.
The winner of Riverton and Evanston, we will anticipate that, yes, to be Riverton. You never know. Stranger things have happened, but they are the higher seed. Evanston's had a tough year this year with some young athletes and some injuries and things, so we do anticipate that to be Riverton at 1:30 if things are on schedule. If they go like tonight, it will be later than 1:30, but we will bring you that match live again on SVI Media when it is time to play. So Lady Braves drop the semifinal match to the Kelly Walsh Trojans in 4, losing the first 17-25. Coming back strong and winning the second 25-15. And then, hang on a minute. I don't think we have our bracket right. That can't be right because they are.
Oh, yeah. What did I do?
Right
Jackson.
here.
Excuse me. So it's
Yes.
Jackson and Evanston.
Because Riverton is playing right now.
Yeah, they
Cody.
Advanced. So I had half of the bracket right that I'm filling out.
Okay, I just was watching Riverton warm up going, wait a minute, they can't be in that consolation.
In 2 spots. I had them written in 2 spots. But
no, we're all good. That's so yeah, the winner of Jackson and Evanston is who Star Valley will play at 1:30 tomorrow. So scores for tonight, 17-25, 25-15, 17-25, and 25-23 in a thriller 4th set. That looked more like the Lady Braves team that we're used to seeing in that 4th set and that 2nd set. I think they can play with just about anybody in the state.
They can,
when they play that way.
And I hope Kenley has a good night's rest and gets some sleep and
she is key to the Lady Braves' success. She really is, and her health is obviously important, and And it's tough. You know, we've all been there, and playing through some sickness and some injury is definitely difficult. But she's a tough kid, and we know she'll do her best regardless of how she's feeling. And, you know, great job by the rest of the Lady Braves all the way around. You know, Allred coming in as a sophomore playing some postseason volleyball.
And some clutch serving.
Yeah,
and, you know, and
did a
not
great
afraid
job
to hit the floor.
Yeah, absolutely.
That girl.
Everybody pitching in tonight and giving us some good Star Valley volleyball that we like to see, and we expect them to rebound tomorrow and qualify for the state tournament next weekend. So we will close out tonight and be back with more Star Valley volleyball tomorrow on SVI Media here from the 4A West Regional Tournament.
In the beautiful Green River, Wyoming.
Absolutely. So Lady Braves, one win away from advancing to the state tournament. We'll be back tomorrow with more Braves Nation.
Let's ride.